All right, Tim Brown, RGS Exteriors here. Today I just want to talk with you a little bit about what separates us from maybe somebody else. It's so cliche to say we're the best because everybody's the best, right? According to them. And if you don't feel like you're the best, you shouldn't be doing this in this business anyway. But really, I think the things that makes us stand out more than anything is two things. The first thing is we talk all the time about we've been in business for 5 generations. Again, that's great. Who cares? It's a fun family. Why does it matter to me as a consumer? Why it matters to you as a consumer is you're never going to have to worry about us going out of business. A warranty is only as good as the companies in business. And the Small Business Association, the SBA, talks about that the average small business is out of business within 5 years. So most businesses don't make it to 5 years. And if they do, are they going to be around for 10, 15, 20? Well, by being around as long as we have, we're taking care of our customers. So which brings up the second thing, and that's our warranty. We talk all the time about our 10-year warranty. A warranty does no good to a consumer if the company's out of business. Manufacturers will always weasel their way out of a warranty. Even the best installed job, a manufacturer can find something where they can say, oh, it's void of the warranty because they didn't do it X. And so you always never look at the manufacturer's warranty. Always look at the company warranty because the company is ultimately who's going to be responsible for it. So again, a 10-year warranty is nothing to us because we've been around for 5 generations. We frankly plan on being around for 6. So the reality of it is a warranty for you as a consumer is a legitimate warranty because we've been around for as long as we are. Now, Google reviews, great. We have 1,200 Google reviews. What does that matter? What it tells you as a consumer is that our customers care enough that they'll give us a review, that we've given them enough. You typically have the really happy or the really upset customers. It's hard to get those middle customers. But if you look at our Google reviews, we have a little bit of everything. And that's what we're really proud of. Also, go back to look at our negative reviews. We're not perfect. We have a few. Now, I think the difference between a good and a great company is how do you handle those bad reviews? What happens when something bad happens? Because we're in construction and unfortunately mistakes happen. I would love to tell you that we never make mistakes, but that's just simply not true. And if anybody tells you that they've never made a mistake, run. We all make mistakes. The difference is how do we handle it and what do we deal with when a mistake's made? One, I can promise you we're always going to answer the phone, no matter what it is. We're always going to stand behind it. We can honestly say we have never in our company history not taken care of a customer. That's just who we are. The last thing to talk about, I think, is going back to the Google ratings. If somebody has a perfect 5-star rating on their reviews and they have more than 3 or 4 Google reviews, I would probably run. In most cases, they're probably not real customers, they're probably friends and family, or they're bought. Yes, you can buy Google reviews. We never have, we never will, that's not who we are. But if somebody has a perfect 5-star rating, it's probably not a legitimate rating. What most reports say is you want to look at a company with a 4.7 or higher rating. That's a pretty good company. 4.8 and 4.9 is much better. So again, I'd probably avoid the 4.6 or lower and the perfect 5 stars. Those are probably the ones you want to avoid because they're probably not real or they're just not doing the right job. If you look at a 4.5 rating, that's a 9. What's a 90% in school? That's an A-. Do you want an A- company? We would say no. But a 4.9% rating, what is that? That's a 98%. Do you want somebody that scores 98 on your test scores? And that's who we are. We're a 98% company. So anyway, gives you a little bit of background on who we are and a way to separate us on some things to look at. Again, just to kind of recap, warranty, how long we've been in business, and what Google says about us.